Welcome to Daddy Bits, our trade ideas show hosted by the Trading Daddies. I am your host, the ugly one, and as always, my amazing co-host.
What's going on, everyone? The magician here.
The magician is in the building. Show the world your shirt. Show the.
Oh, my bad.
You know what? I do too. I love double D's.
It's funny because I went to my chiropractor earlier, right? And he said, "Oh, I love double D's," and I was like, "Dunkin' Donuts, bro! Come on, man! This dude's like hitting his 60s, man." And he was like, "That's right, Dunkin' Donuts." I was like, "Yeah."
That would have been hella funny if he was a plastic surgeon. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh my god! Speaking of D's, you know who's reporting pretty soon? The mouse.
Oh,
Disney to the moon, dude. Disney to the moon. We're super excited. And if you guys are interested about how or why we think Disney's going to the moon, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Comment down in the section below what you guys want us to cover, and let's get to it after this banging new intro. Dude, these songs get better and better every day.
Every episode, it's a different intro. People are getting confused. We keep it fresh here.
Is this the right song?
You know, sometimes we're bearish, sometimes we're bullish. Kind of like
shout out to Canva Pro, because Canva Pro will only let me use one song per download. So it has to change. Otherwise, we're going to have to pay somebody to do our theme music. Also, if you are a music producer and you want to give us a nice lo-fi banging trap beat,
hit me up.
Hit us up. We got some work for you.
I got in exchange, I can get you some picks.
We'll trade you beats for picks. How about that? I think that's a worthy trade.
Oh heck yeah.
That's an even trade. I definitely believe in that trade. Let's take a look at market conditions today. As you guys can see, we're smiles ear to ear because today was definitely a much needed good day.
And people for the ones who are watching, you're like, what are you talking about? The market took a dump today. And people don't know that you can still get paid when the market's red.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the cues. Wow.
What a dead cat bounce.
Yeah. We definitely expected this much of a dip, but damn, we didn't expect it to open up that low.
Yeah. Surprisingly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wrong one. Add to the stream. There you go. Add to the stream. There you go. We definitely saw a big red marker on the futures last night. Like I was trying to go to sleep, and before I go to sleep, I usually take a look at the markets, take a look at the futures, so that I have an idea if I'm going to have dreams or nightmares throughout the night. And there were nightmares, John. There were nightmares. We saw our high conviction play Palantir, which we'll cover in a future episode again, go as low as $16 pre-market. Although they had really good earnings, in my opinion, very profitable quarter. And I think there's more profitable quarters in the future. And we saw a good reaction to the stock. A very solid bounce. But the market right here, it was a kangaroo to say the least, right?
Yeah. Well, check this out. So we're looking at NASDAQ. Yes, it was a dead cat bounce, like what we spoke about previous episode. So if you guys missed that episode, check it out again because Fubo ran, AMC popped, and UPS dumped. Okay, so we were 3 for 3 yesterday. We did mention, hey, if this opens a lot lower, then everything would be a dead cat bounce, and tech really showed up today. It was the industrials that lagged, which was good.
Because we still have shorts on UPS, which is amazing. Let's take a look at NASDAQ futures. NASDAQ futures were... Wow. Are you telling me that this ended up as a doji today?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's that Jesus Christ doji right there.
I know that's the savior doji.
Yeah, it looks like the dip got bought today.
It did. That's that. I'll be back in 3 days doji.
Yeah. So today's condition right now, I mean, it's still too early. You know, it's only minus 0.2. There's no action right now, but really the key level that you want to watch out for is obviously the EMA 50, which is at 13,490 or something ish, which could happen tomorrow.
Yeah, I see it too. Let's take a look at the SPY. SPY was also similar. I mean, it's lower, obviously, but the dip got definitely bought. This is a pretty good hammer right here. That kind of tells me that there's some more room to the upside tomorrow.
Yeah, the one that you want to watch out, because remember we spoke about how yesterday's candle was a very bearish candle for SPY. It ended at its lowest, so it's a bear hammer. And look where it opened today. Gap down.
Gap down.
It opened at 413. It got low as 410, and then it ran back up. What you want to watch out for over here is these kids are just like, I don't know what they're doing out there, but
what are they doing?
I don't know. They were supposed to be cleaning up. Anyways.
Wait. You left children to clean up?
I left 3. Yes, I left 3 kids.
You have fairly high hopes.
to clean up the playroom, yes. Tomorrow, what you want to watch out for is maybe SPY will close the gap this early because QQQ did close the gap already. So 417-ish, 417 and a quarter is the key level to watch. If that blows past it, then we're in the green again.
Yep, definitely. Let's take a look at SPY futures. Fairly the same as the QQQs for right now.
Yep.
Nothing too exciting. Again, it's still early.
Yeah.
It's still early. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of the show. Let's take a look at the mouse. John, the mouse.
These kids need to go to Disneyland, I swear. Anyways, every time I talk about Disneyland, it just brings me memories because I got engaged. Well,
I
proposed.
A very memorable talk.
Yeah, I proposed there, 6 years ago. Very special, place for me, and I love the stock, but it just won't come down. It's resilient. There you go.
It's resilient.
Yes, the mouse is like strong.
I mean, like let's take a look at the mouse in general, right? A whole mouse, no matter what you do to it, it just won't die. It's a very resilient species. I think this right here, the Mickey Mouse is very resilient.
Yeah.
And this candle right here on the daily chart actually is very hopeful. If we zoom in a little bit, that is
hopeful. That's a Jesus Christ, like candlestick again. Coming off of its very highest at 203, it's only down like 10% from its highest. Really, the mouse, every earnings, right? They're going to report Thursday. Every earnings, it seems like they beat, they smash, they smash, they beat and smash. They beat and smash. Yes,
they beat and smash.
And it seems like Disney always pops like 5% here and there for earnings, and it just kind of like bleeds after that. I don't know. Every time I play Disney earnings, I just buy a call and wake up and oh wow, it's green, and then sell. Like an easy ATM machine, right? For this one right here, what you want to look into is obviously the key level. Your first resistance is at 183.60. That's like what 1% for Disney. And if they're trying to fill the gap's at 184. So I'm really hopeful for Disney. Obviously, it's a very strong company, and it's a market mover as well. So I'm positive for earnings. There you go.
Very positive for earnings.
Yeah.
I am very positive for earnings too. The dip definitely got bought on Disney. I was not able to add to my position. I currently have 2 calls that expire on June 18th, actually. For the 190 strike, and we're not that far off, really.
And Disney is a reopening play.
Mm-hmm.
They got cruises, they got hotels, they got their parks.
It's the guidance that will make this run
Yes.
on Thursday, because there's going to be so much positive guidance for
Yeah.
Disney
Oh yeah.
that it's just I'm very bullish on Disney. Very bullish on Disney. Next stock that we want to cover is Intel. John wants to cover Intel because John sees something special on the Intel charts.
Yeah. So for Intel, it's funny because my wife just started a dividend portfolio, and I was just scrolling through companies, and the first thing I saw was Intel, how it's beat up. Okay, beat up means that it's somewhat oversold, and when typically an oversold stock stays oversold for quite some time, investors pick up on that, and when they say it's cheap, oh yeah, I'll buy some Intel. Plus, on top of that, they pay dividends. They pay about almost 3% annually, which is not that bad. I wouldn't say we're here at the bottom. You can't really pinpoint a chart and say, oh, we're at the bottom. But I did nibble on this one, especially today, because it ended on a doji. What do you call that? It's a morning.
It's a morning star. Yeah,
it's a morning star. After a gap down and you hit a doji, normally a doji will tell you, a trend change, and the RSI just hit oversold. If you look at a 1 year chart, typically when it's always oversold, it just bounces. Short term, it bounces, and Intel is a solid company. That's it. That's all I can say.
Definitely. This is kind of like the inverse of what we saw in the QQQ. Remember a couple of days ago, with the doji was right above, right around here. So that was a trend change to the downside. But this right here is John called at one point. John, I think you sent me a message saying that it was an abandoned baby. I'm like, that's an ugly name for a doji.
Oh yeah, that's right. Who had no, it was Tesla who had an abandoned baby.
Tesla was an abandoned
baby. And then the following day, it just popped.
Yeah, it just popped. So I think this right here is a good sign, especially if you're a short-term trader. I would definitely take a small position on this tomorrow myself, to just get a little bit of a taste of some gains. And I think that I want to see what it did after hours. A little bit more of nothing. So that's fine. That's perfect. That's perfect. I like how it's not running after hours, because that gives me an opportunity to hop in tomorrow.
Yep.
The last stock that we want to cover is Netflix.
Ooh, you know what? What I just noticed is we covered Disney and we were covering Netflix. Both, streaming wars. Right,
both streaming wars.
Yeah. Netflix. Well, obviously, tech saw a rebound from its lows today, and today Netflix was actually one of the front runners that did well today. Apple kind of lagged today, but Netflix. What you want to play over here is the gap. Okay, Netflix has been proven to always close the gap, and I'm going to tell you here. I'm going to show you here. It's at about 545 ish. Okay, that's your gap. That's when it gapped down from 420. Okay, and there's a lot of orders that's stuck there, and they just want to get out of their position, right? And actually, if you look at long term, I would say like 3 months, a monthly chart or a 1 year chart, Netflix is beat up.
Dude, oh my, yeah,
it is. It's beat up. It's big money. If you look at calls or puts, especially calls, they're not cheap.
They're fat.
Yeah, I mean it's like trading Tesla.
Don't remind me.
But your first key level here, and I'm seriously looking into Netflix, because I mean it springs back into action. It just always fills that gap. And your first resistance would be at 500, which is not that far off. That's like 0.5%.
Yep.
Yeah, and we could easily do that tomorrow. So.
Yep. I definitely see Netflix as a fairly good trade for tomorrow. I mean, most of these trades are pretty good for tomorrow. Again, this is not financial advice. These are the trades that John and I talk about. And if you guys want to follow our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risk accordingly. If you guys lose some money, we're not to blame. If you guys win some money, high praise. Totally no
Hey,
gray
man,
area
what are
there.
you talking about? We were 3 for 3 yesterday, and
You were
Fubo
3 for
ran
3.
like what 30-something%.
Yeah, I did. I put that on the TikTok that we,
Yeah.
Fubo. We did talk about Fubo yesterday. So if you guys like this content, make sure that you guys subscribe, hit the post notification bell, give us a nice thumbs up if you guys really do enjoy it, so we could, help with the YouTube algorithm, so more people could definitely see these episodes and gain more knowledge. Don't be greedy, right? We're for everybody. We want to be spread around, right? We're like good cream cheese. You want to spread that evenly.
That was a good one.
And just to remind you guys, signups for Bust Down Academy is ongoing. If you haven't reached out to our good friends over at Bust Down Investments, please do so that you guys could get on that list. If you guys want to be a good trader, better trader, just to brush up on some knowledge, or if you're just starting out and you're not knowing where to go, right? Please make sure that you guys hit up our friends over at Bust Down Academy, Bust Down Investments. If you haven't yet, follow us on our social media. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trades. Follow us both at Trading Daddies, tradingdaddies.com. 50% off your entire purchase if you use the code Robinhood Sucks. All right. With that being said, let's get trading. And remember that the charts do not lie.